Good morning, students. Today I am going to explain about carbon family elements. Now these elements are present in periodic table. Now the placement of this one is the completely right side of the periodic table. Which elements are present in that fourth A group elements or 14th A group elements. Now first of all we want to see one by one. Now first element is the carbon element, and second element is silicon, and next one is the germanium and tin, and next one is the lead, and last one is the flerovium element, Fl. This is the Fl, flerovium element. Now here the carbon atomic number 6, now its atomic number 14, now here this one is 32 and here 50, now its atomic number 82 and this one is the 114 elements. Okay. Now once again carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead and flerovium element. So these elements are present, or these elements are arranged in that fourth A group elements or 14th A group elements. Okay, now clear. Now here, how will you write the electronic configuration for these elements? Now actually we will write the one by one, 1s to 2s to so and so. But actually now here you have to write them by using noble gas electronic configuration. Okay, now. Now first of all we should write the electronic configuration for this one is now by using the noble gas elements. Now here that is the helium. Now helium 2s2 and next one is the 2p2 configuration. Okay. Now for that silicon element neon, and this is the 3s2 3p2 configuration. Here argon argon 3d10 and the next one is the 4s2 4p2 configuration. Now here krypton, so this is the krypton element krypton, and next one is 4d10 and 5s2 5p2 configuration. Now here you have to use the xenon element, next one. Okay, now here xenon is the 82 element for this one, 4f14, and the next one is the 5d10, and here 4f14 5d10 6s2, and next one is the 6p2 configuration. Okay, now 6s2 6p2 configuration. 54, and next one is this one and the total one is 81, and last one is the radon element. Okay, now radon element. Now its configuration is 5f14, and the next one is the 6d10 7s2, and next one is the 7p2 configuration. Okay, now elements carbon, silicon, germanium, tin, lead, flerovium element. Atomic number 6, 14, 32, 50, 82, and next is the 114. So these are the electronic configuration for each and every element. Okay. Now each and every element ends with each and every element ends with ns2 np2 configuration. Now that means carbon element ends with 2s2 2p2 configuration, and here 3s2 3p2 configuration, and here this one is the 4s2 4p2 configuration, 5s2 5p2 configuration, 6s2 6p2 configuration, and here is the 7s2 7p2 configuration. Okay. So these are the elements and atomic numbers, and next one is the and their electronic configuration. Okay. Now general electronic configuration for these group elements. That means what is the general electronic configuration for the fourth group elements or for the 14th A group elements. Now here we have to write the general electronic configuration. Now that is general, okay, general electronic, okay, electronic configuration. General electronic configuration is so this is the upcoming elements, and the next one is here this one is the n minus 2 f1 to 14 and n minus 1. Okay, now this is the d10 and ns2 configuration, and next one the np2 configuration. So this is the general electronic configuration for these elements. Okay, now clear. And next one, now we have to talk about that importance of that carbon element. Now first of all we want to talk about this one, carbon element. Carbon is the most important element in the earth crust. Actually now it is the 17th most important element by mass in the earth crust. Okay, now. And actually in the carbon is present as a diamond, and carbon is present as a diamond, coal, and next is the graphite. Okay, now. And one more thing is the carbon is the versatile compound, or carbon is the versatile element. To that organic chemistry. In that organic chemistry, we have to use the, that means by using the carbon element, we have to prepare the million number of organic compounds. So that's why carbon is the versatile element. And one more thing is the carbon is the most important, that is 17th most important element by mass in the earth crust. So that is the, and carbon contains isotopes. Okay, here carbon elements which contains isotopes. Okay, now these are the isotopes. Now the carbon contains the three isotopes. One is the C12 isotope, and next one 3C13 isotope, and next one the C14 isotope. Now how many isotopes are there for the carbon element here? Three isotopes. We have three isotopes for the carbon element. C12 isotope, and next C13 isotope, and next the C14 isotope. Now here the C14 isotope is known as, or it is a radioactive isotope. Okay, now this one is the, now it is the, okay, radioactive isotope. Radioactive isotope. The half-life period of C14 element is, now that is the T off is equal to 5770 years time. So this is the half-life period of carbon isotope actually. Okay, now so next one is the, now how can you prepare the carbon isotope? Now here you should take the nitrogen element. Actually now here once again, now how to, now how will you prepare the carbon isotope? Carbon, that is C14 isotope. Actually you should take the nitrogen element. So this is the nitrogen, atomic number 7, and here 14, which is reacted with 1 neutron. Okay, now this one is the neutron. So when the nitrogen element is reacted with this one, now it will use to, now that the carbon C6 and 14, it produce the protium, okay, now protium element. So this is the generation of C12 isotope of carbon. Okay, now once again, now the carbon is the most important element and the most 17th most element in the universe by mass. Okay, and it is present as a diamond and coal and next in the graphite. And one more thing is the carbon is the versatile element which is used in that organic chemistry. Okay, now by using the carbon element, we have to prepare the million number of organic compounds. So that is the importance of carbon in the organic chemistry. Now, and one more thing, it contains the three isotopes: C12 isotope, C13 isotope, next one the C14 isotope. Now the half-life period of this isotope is it is the radioactive isotope. C14 is the radioactive isotope. Now its half-life period is 5770 years. So that is the half-life period of this one. And actually here we have to prepare the C14 isotope by using that nitrogen element. What is the atomic number of nitrogen here? 7 and 14. Reaction with 1 neutron. So it gives that C6 and 14. Okay, now that is the isotope of carbon. So next one is the, what about next one here? The next element is the silicon element. So silicon is the second most abundant element. Okay, second most abundant element by mass in the earth crust. So that is the silicon importance. And next one is the silicon is the most important component for ceramics, and the next one the glass, and the next one the cement. Okay, now once again here silicon element is the, okay, second most abundant element. Okay, second most abundant okay, second most abundant element. So this is the second most abundant element, and actually it is the most important component for which one here? So that is the ceramics. Okay, which is the most important component for the ceramics, and at the same it is the most important for the glass, and the next one is the cement. Okay, so it is the most important component for ceramics and glass, and next one the cement. Okay, so this is the importance of silicon element. Okay, are you clear now? Okay, sure, confirm. Take it. Next one. Next one is the lead element. Now next you should take the next we will take that germanium element. Now the germanium element is obtained as a trace amount, that means very small quantities. Germanium obtained in the universe or in the nature, in the earth crust as a trace amounts. So that's why we will not talk about that germanium element. So next element is the tin. Actually the tin element is obtained as that how it is obtained here. Now the tin element is obtained as a Okay, now what about that one? Cassiterite. Okay, now cassiterite. Actually, now the SN element which is obtained as a okay, now cassiterite element, okay, now, cassiterite form. So its formation is SnO2. Okay, now SnO2. And next element is the what about the next element here? Lead. Okay, now Pb element also present as a okay, earth crust in the form of galena. Okay, now that is the galena. Its formula is PbS, and another form is the angelcite. Okay, now angelcite. Okay, now that is the now that formula is the PbSO4. Okay, now so these are the minerals of that particular elements. Now first one is the tin element which is present as a cassiterite. Its formula is the SnO2. And next one the Pb lead. Okay, now it is present as a as a ore. Present as a ore. Now that is the galena. Its formula is the PbS. Next angelcite. Its formula is the PbSO4. So these are the abundance and the next one is the importance of fourth A group elements in that okay, chapter. And next one is the after completion of this one, now we should talk about that physical properties of fourth A group elements. Now what are the physical properties in the fourth A group elements? Already we have studied these properties in that in the chapter in the beginning of the chapter, that is the chemical bonding chapter. Actually we learnt these properties: ionization potential, electronegativity, melting point, boiling point, electronic configuration. So these are the periodicity properties which are all, now these properties already we have covered in the chemical bonding chapter. Now we have to now I will explain about these properties related to the top 4A group elements. Now first of all I want to talk about so I will talk about this one first, atomics. Okay, na, atomic radius. So that means there is atomic radius of that 4A group elements. So first we should take the carbon element and silicon element, germanium, tin, and next is the lead. So these are the elements. Actually what happens here? Now in this case, okay, now in this case, now top to bottom size increases. What is the reason here? Atomic size increase from top to bottom in this one. Now that means actually from top to bottom in a group atomic radius, okay, na, atomic radius increases. Is it right now? Atomic radius increases due to what is the reason here? Okay, na, due to number of cells increase. Number of cells increases. Okay, na, number of cells increase. So that's why atomic number increases. Am I right now? Atomic number increases. If you have to move from left to right in the periodic table, size should be decreased. What is the reason here? That means the electrons are enter into the same energy levels as same energy level. So, but top to bottom, the electrons are entering into that different energy levels. That means principal quantum number should be changes from top to bottom. Okay, now actually we know. So it is present in the second period element, third period, fourth period, fifth period, sixth period. Next flower is the okay, now sixth period element. So from top to bottom, number of cells increase, new cells increase. So that's why the electrons should be enter into that new energy levels. So size should be increased. Okay, atomic radius increase from the top to bottom. So this is the important property. And next one we will talk about ionization enthalpy. What is meant by ionization enthalpy here? Ionization enthalpy means the minimum amount of energy is required to remove the one electron from the outermost orbital of an atom. That atom should be present in that isolated gas state. Okay, are you clear now? Once again, ionization potential means the minimum amount of energy is required to remove the one electron from the outermost orbital of an atom. That atom should be present in that isolated gas state. So that is called as ionization potential. So in this group, okay, now we want to talk about ionization potential. Now here the ionization potential of fourth A group elements actually. Okay, now we have to take the fourth A group elements: carbon and silicon, germanium, tin, and next is the lead. Okay, now if you have to observe or if you have to check the general trend for that ionization potential of fourth A group elements. Now general trend means now from top to bottom size increases, electronegativity should be decreased. So now this one has the more ionization potential than this one, which is the more ionization potential than this one. This is the more ionization potential. But here we have, it has the small change in this trend. Now it is the regular trend, but now the ionization potentials of these elements does not show this property. Okay, now here it is the interchange into this one due to presence of okay, now what about the 4f electrons are present. And one more thing is the okay, what about this one here? Now the which property is operating here? Now the nuclear effect, that means nuclear effect is increased or Z effect is increased. So that's why you have to write the regular. No, this is the regular trend, but the original order is the carbon is okay. No, ionization potential or ionization energy. Carbon is greater than that of silicon, which is greater than that of germanium. Okay, na, which is greater than that of lead is greater than that of tin. Okay, so this is the correct order for that ionization potential of 4th group elements. This is the order for that ionization potential or ionization enthalpy. It will be clear now. Next, students, next concept is going to discuss about the concept is the electronegativity character. Now here, what is the trend or what is the property of electronegativity in 4th group elements? How it should be changes from top to bottom in group. Okay. Now here I have to write that. So this is the electronegativity property. General thing I will write the elements. So carbon, okay, silicon and germanium. Okay, and next one is Sn and next one is the Pp. Okay. So in this case, which element has the greater electronegativity in nature? Okay. So carbon, generally top to bottom electronegativity increases. Electronegativity top to bottom decreases in a group. Okay. Generally, the electronegativity property of these elements in a group from top to bottom decreases. But here, what happens here? Now it undergoes that means the lead shows the inert pair effect. Okay, now inert pair effect. So due to the inert pair effect, okay, it is the due to the inert pair effect. Here, what happens here? The change is not a regular change. It should be maintained the irregular change. Okay, it should be maintained the irregular change. So here, general trend is the so electronegativity, which one is the greater electronegativity, then this one, and then this one, then this one. But it is not a correct order, correct, in that electronegativity character. So carbon has more electronegativity nature. Carbon after, then next one is the lead. Okay, then next one is remaining all are having the same electronegativity character. Silicon, which is approximately equal to that of germanium, which is also approximately equal to that of okay, what about this one? 10. Okay, now so this is the electronegativity order of that elements. Okay, so once again, students, so this is the electronegativity character. Okay, now electronegativity means the electronegativity of elements, electronegative property generally decrease from top to bottom. But here, so it does not follow the regular trend due to the inert pair effect of last element. So lead has the more electronegative nature. This one 2.5 and this one is the 1.9 something. But remaining all are having that 1.8, 1.8, 1.8. Okay, now so those are the values of that particular elements. Okay, now this is the electronegativity character. And next one is what we have covered here. First one is the atomic radius. It's over. Okay, is it clear now? So next one is the ionization enthalpy. It's also over. And next property is what about the next property? Electronegativity nature. So it's also over. कर लिए over complete कर लेना. Is it right now? Okay, ठीक है. मैं कर लिया. Atomic radius, ionization enthalpy. It is also over. And next concept is melting point, and next one is the boiling point. Okay, so it should be actually the melting point of the elements. So this order also equal to that of ionization enthalpy order. So that means melting point order. Okay, melting point order is carbon, which is greater than that of silicon, is greater than that of germanium, which is greater than that of lead. Okay, and last one is so tin element. So this is the order. Okay, and last property of last general property of this one is sorry, it is not boiling point is not melting point, it's the boiling point. So boiling point of fourth group elements, carbon does not show the any property, so it's not show this one. Okay, carbon does not show boiling property. Now next element is the silicon. So silicon has greater than this one, germanium, which is greater than SF, which is greater than E. Okay, now so these are the melting point of that element. Okay, are you clear, friends? So from beginning to here, I have covered introduction about the fourth group elements names, symbols, atomic numbers, and electronic configuration. And next one is the general electronic configuration of groups. And next one is the abundance of that elements. So first of all, carbon element. Carbon is the 17th most abundant element by mass in the universe, you know. And what are the isotopes of carbon? Carbon has three isotopes: carbon 12, carbon 13, and carbon 14. And the next isotope, last isotope has the more important type, that is the radioactive isotope. Half-life period of carbon 14 is 5,770 years. That will be over. And carbon is present as a in the form of coal, and next one is that graphite, and next one is the diamond. Okay, so that is the occurrence. That means presence of carbon in the earth crust. And actually, carbon is the most important element. You know already. Okay, now. So it is the backbone of the element for the organic chemistry. Without carbon, we can't prepare any organic compounds. By using the carbon, we have to prepare the million number of carbons. Due to it has the wonderful property. That property is the catenation property. Okay. What is meant by catenation here? The self-linkage of element which can forms with the same self-linkage of the carbon element, which is bonding with same number of carbons, same carbon element. So it can form the longer chains and cyclic compounds. Next one is the multiple bonds. Multiple bonds means double bonds and triple bonds. So that is the property of carbon. So carbon has the highest catenation property in the entire periodic table. Of course, in this case, which element has the greater bond dissociation enthalpy, or which element has the higher bond energy, that element has the greater greater catenation property. So in this group, that means in the fourth A group elements, carbon has the highest catenation property than the silicon. Then after silicon, after germanium and lead, and not lead, tin. Lead does not show the catenation property. What is the reason here? Actually, lead element is the metallic character. That means lead get the metallic property. So that's why metals does not form the catenation property. So that is one of the important property. But this is now the catenation property is the entire chemistry. It is the most important property for this one. Okay. So it depends upon the catenation. So it can form the different type of compounds. That means chains, long